So I know this is a little bit late, but yes, we reached 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, and as of recording this, we're more than halfway to 3,000, which is just crazy. I never thought I'd really be put in a place where I would have to rush out a subscriber count video because I was about to hit the next one, but thank you guys so much for making this happen. All the support and love I've received for my videos is genuinely what gets me up in the morning some days, and I can't wait to keep growing a community and interacting with you guys. Anyway, a while ago, I made a post asking what I should beat for a 2,000 subscriber special, and I got a lot of ideas, but at the same time, none of them really felt special enough to make a video of on its own, so I just decided, fuck it, I'll beat them all. So I just went ahead and beat every level that I got as a suggestion. In general, I really enjoyed beating extremes for the point of making it into a type of compilation video that I could share with you guys. I think in general it's a little boring if you just post completions, even if it's a new hardest, because it's not really content. So yeah, I kind of thought this would be an interesting idea. In general, this challenge was pretty difficult and forced me to continue levels that I really might not have finished otherwise. But anyway, in the span of making this single video, I beat 4 extremes, which might not sound crazy, but in the 2 years I played this game before last month, I had only beaten 3 extremes all time, so beating 4 for a single video, including 2 new hardests, was a little bit ambitious. Anyway, I think it's just kind of boring to show my reaction to the levels I beat, so I'm gonna kind of talk through each level and my experience with it before getting to the reactions, so this video isn't just a huge snooze fest. Anyway though, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about out of the way, so let's just get into it. The first thing I beat was actually not a level, it was 5% on Tidal Wave. I don't really have much to say about this run. I imagine it was just suggested because of the whole battle between Vortrox and Tried with little tidal wave progresses. But all I can say to explain my reaction is that I died to the last click like 20 times while trying to get this run. So yeah, I was a little peeved by the end of it. Yes, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. That's the craziest mind block I think I've ever had just in general. Okay. The second thing I beat, and the first extreme demon I beat, was hopping over puddles. Honestly, I was pretty scared going into this level because I had heard from other people, namely my friend who's really good at the game, that the level sucked. And in my brain, I was just like, wait, if a player who's really good at the game was audacious enough to say that it sucked, then it was probably a terrible level. But thankfully, I actually didn't really dislike it that much. I think most of where people kind of get their dislike for this level is just in the pre-drop being really awkward and harder than the rest of the level, but the drop is so upbeat and fun to play that for me it honestly wasn't that big of a problem, and I was pretty consistent with everything, so I was able to beat it pretty fast. Honestly, outside of all that, I'd give this level a pretty good rating, probably like a 7 out of 10 in terms of enjoyability, because I don't know, it's just fun, but also like doesn't really overstay its welcome at the same time.
But it's black, so I can't see it.
I beat it. Oh, let's go.
Not progress.
Nice. Very happy about that. The next level we have is Death Note, which was basically just an insane demon that's really easy and really bad. And really old, so I wouldn't recommend it particularly, but I did beat it in less than 1,000 attempts, so if you want an insane demon to try that on, once you're of decent skill, this would be a level to do it on, but otherwise, just please don't play this level. It's really, it's not good. I'm sure you can tell by the gameplay, but it's just a slight bit unbalanced, and yeah, I mean, like... it's a level. It is a level. Either way, my clicks didn't record when I beat it, and I was not about to have to go through that again and rebeat the levels, so you guys get to enjoy the ending with with just music. Alright, so anyway, the next level I beat was a real level. It was Bloodbath. And this was a new hardest. The other arguable new hardest was hopping over puddles, because I couldn't really tell whether I found it harder than maybe possibly Thing. But yeah, Bloodbath is my current hardest, and it somehow took me 30,000 attempts. I don't really know where those came from, but yeah, this level, I've been playing Bloodbath on and off for like technically 6 years, but more recently 2 years pretty much. So yeah, this level is not good, don't play it, but it is a cult classic, and that's mainly why I beat it, just because I have history with the level where I saw it as like a 6-year-old and I was like, that's quite the level right there. That looks pretty impossible. I want to beat that someday. And then I beat it someday. So at least it's done now, but I will admit Bloodbath is kind of an uninteresting hardest, but yeah, no, this level is not good. Don't play it. Beat a different hardest, bro, please. Like, there's so many better levels in that range. In general, I think the level is not the greatest. I died to the end like way too much. I pretty much had one day in July where I was trying to finish up the level, and obviously it did not end up working out, but I got like 5 new bests in one day that all were like before 90 pretty much, and that just destroyed my motivation with the level for a long time. So this was definitely painful finishing up, but I'm at least glad I did it. I beat Bloodbath. Bro, you're so far away, I can't hear you. Wait, let me mute WizKid real quick. Moving on, the next level I beat was Niflhell, and I kind of have a funny story with this level because I initially just tried to flake out with it because I couldn't learn the part in the 30s, and I was like, yeah, it's probably just broken on 2.2. Nobody will notice if I don't beat it. So I tried to not beat it initially, but I kind of caved into being an honest person and eventually decided to beat it. Either way, I am glad that I did beat it because I ended up finding it more fun than I thought I would. But in general, I don't love this level just because I don't really like the balancing that much. I think some parts are just way easier than others. The orb part, for example, the one on screen right now, after you learn it, is so easy and you feel like a dumbass whenever you die there. So it's that kind of gameplay where it's like, it's basically just a super buffed medium demon where like in a bunch of different places, if you die, you just feel really dumb, and all the other places it's like, yeah, no, I was just predestined to die there. So I did fluke it from a surprising distance, which was 66. I pretty much passed the swing copter part like twice from 0, and the first time that I passed it, I died to the wave spam, which is like the most unlikely thing to have died to. But either way, yeah, I am very glad I fluked this level because the ending is actually probably one of the hardest parts. Yes! Oh my gosh. The fluke! Wait, coin. Oh my gosh, bro. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad I fluked that. That's so awesome, bro. Alright, Heaven's Door. So this level is a bit of a sad story for me just because I really wanted to enjoy it. I picked it up a long time ago to pretty much beat it as my first extreme, which obviously didn't end up happening, but I dropped it for a while and then finished it up for this video, and I really wanted to enjoy it, but it just didn't really work out that way, and I ended up really hating the gameplay, and that's why it was one of the last 2 levels I beat. It was just one of the scariest levels, mainly because of its length, but also just because of its balancing. You can see right now that there's like a 30-second pre-drop. I eventually got into dedicating each attempt to a word or a person, and this attempt it was Betwixt, so that'll give you a little bit of context in my reaction. But yeah, no, this level is just, it's not very well balanced because in my opinion the hardest part comes right after that long pre-drop, and some of the jumps that come right after that got buffed pretty much because of 2.2. And then there's also pretty much just a big choke point around 50 with the random ship part. and those two things combined just make it really annoying to progress because everything else on the level is really easy in comparison. Like it's I think I had like what, like 4 attempts past 60 in total, like not a lot of attempts past 60, even though it's a really long level. So it's just not balanced very well, and that didn't make it very fun to play for me. And it was also marketed as a entry extreme when I went for it, and it ended up placing like 20 spots below Bloodbath. So it's actually a lot harder than I think it was intended to be. And yeah, I don't like, this level is good conceptually, like I like the level itself, but it's not fun to play unless you're like really good at the game and can beat it in like 200 attempts. So I would recommend this level if you're good at the game and can get consistent at it. But otherwise, the only thing I would recommend is just play this level consistently and don't be scared about the length, because when you do get consistent, it is fun to play, but when you're not consistent, it is a drag. It is not fun.
I gotta get on the board.
Remember that one time we were playing and there were a bunch of zombies that just came out of nowhere, like out of the bookcase?
Bro, yeah, like
No, I just got.
I thought I saw a civilian, but oh no.
I beat it. I beat Heaven's Door. Betwixt was the word that did it.
Wait, good job, Green Giraffe.
That's so ego.
Let's go. Alright, my final level was Invisible Deadlocked, and I think it's easy to see why I left this for last. I did actually have pretty good progress on the level before going for it for this video. I had like 80 on it. Thing is, it's just a really bad level, and I had zero consistency coming back to it. Like, I thought it was literally worse than what I had like a year ago when I was playing it actively. So I just felt really shitty all the time playing it, and thankfully it did get consistent after a while, and I was able to pull off some funny things which might come out in a video soon. But yeah, this level's just bad. Please never play it. Yeah, no, it's really not worth going for. I know it's like a cool level, but at the same time, it's like, especially since it's not even rated extreme. Like if it was extreme, it'd be kind of worth it. But since it's not, it's just like you're just torturing yourself for no reason. So I don't think anybody should go for this, even if it's just for like being able to say I've beaten Invisible Deadlock, you know? I do want to mention that what's being shown on screen is my completion overlaid with another completion of Deadlocked. That's just supposed to show how close I was to dying. I don't think it's perfectly synced, but it should be somewhere close. Either way, yeah, enjoy the completion. Kamal, fuck you. If I'm late to my job, it's your fault. Anyway, in general, this experience was admittedly pretty stressful and took up a lot of time, so I doubt I'd ever do something like take every suggestion again unless the difficulty of levels was pretty much like below extreme or something like that. But either way, I have some interesting stuff planned for 3K subs and beyond, so make sure you subscribe if you want to see myself torture myself some more. No, but I mean, for real, I do have more fun stuff planned for the other sub goals, which you guys will get to participate in, so I am excited for that. Also, I'm planning on being a new artist following Bloodbath, which I'm going to try to make into my first highlights video. I hope I can kind of bring a new style to highlights videos, because I honestly usually find them kind of boring, but we'll see what happens there. Anyway, that's all I have to say for now. If you ever want to reach out, just leave a comment, because I always read all of them, and yeah, as always, stay locked in, stay hydrated, and I'll see you guys later.